Hi, my name is Sydney Turner, and my project today is liability issues and disasters. So let's start with some definitions. Liability is a legal obligation to compensate someone for wrongful actions that violates a victim's rights. And a disaster is a dangerous event that causes significant human and economic loss and demands a crisis response beyond the scope of any single agency or jurisdiction. So when dealing with a disaster, it's very important to try and avoid liability. Lawsuits are not a desirable result of a disaster, but they do occur. Examples of such lawsuits are like the Love Canal, where the community developers built on radioactive land which caused health issues for the residents, or Hurricane Katrina, where people sued a hospital because so many people died when a backup generator failed. Now, not everything can be controlled, but that's why we have procedures in place and laws that are able to protect those liable of issues and support those who suffered in such situations. So let's look at the legalities of the liability issues during a disaster. So a person standing to sue comes from violations of their rights. Common law, state and federal constitutions, and statutes provide the reasoning and support needed when these rights are violated. Since we are talking about reliability, this plays a bigger role in common law. Now, this consists of any claims of negligence, direct liability issues, and intentional torts. Intentional torts are anything that's like intentionally done to harm someone, like battery or assault. There are actually laws, acts, and policies in place that can protect people from being sued or responsible for unexpected conflicts or right violations. The Good Samaritan Act protects common citizens who act to help other citizens from being persecuted or sued for unexpected harms that occur when they're trying to help someone. And this is just a list of other acts that help people who are working within emergency management from being sued for unexpected liabilities. Who exactly is liable during a liability issue in a disaster? Well, a lot of people like to play the blame game and blame anyone they see, but it really depends on who is in charge. As long as you follow procedures and remain within the course and scope of your employment, there really shouldn't be an issue. But people outside of the emergency management can be liable, such as the government, private business, or even insurance companies. So how to avoid liability issues? It's important to follow procedures in order to do this, and we can also avoid it by mitigating liability, like ensuring that we have insurance companies and that we have practiced the procedures and plans in place. And it's also important to maintain cooperation and communication between the citizens and all levels of the government.